Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunrise Vinyasa. So, today we're going to start off with a short little meditation here to get ourselves prepared for the rest of the week. Finding a nice, comfortable seat on your mat. We're going to take a few moments here to settle ourselves. Allowing your hands to rest over the thighs or over the knees. And beginning to close your eyes. Allowing your breath to deepen. Your inhalation and your exhalation. Descending heavy sit bones down, rooting into the earth. And on your next inhalation, lifting through the entire length of the spine, reaching the crown up to the sky. Sliding your shoulders back, aligning your shoulders with the heart. Allowing the chest to open here naturally. Noticing the spaces between the lungs and the heart as you deepen your breath. Sliding the thumbs underneath the armpits and allowing the palms of the hands and the lengths of the fingers to rest over the chest. I'm beginning to notice the weight of the hands and the warmth of the touch. Can you pay focus and awareness to the touch of the heartbeat that dances along the palms of the hands and the lengths of the fingers? Breathing in through the heartbeat, slowing down the breath, and giving your heart's beat your full attention. Begin to find your intention for today's practice. Name your intention. Find one word to describe that intention. And allow that word to begin to appear hovering just over the crown of the head. You can start to see the edges of the letters appear, each curve, each corner. And with the next breath, color that word with your favorite color. Ignite that word and see each letter come to life. Inhale the word in through the crown of the head, all the way into the center of the heart. And as you exhale, exhale that intention from the center of the heart throughout the entire body, spreading your intention through every single cell to every single corner like a wildfire, down to the tips of the toes, to the crown of the head. We'll start today's practice with a low sound of M, a deep guttural hum from the base of the belly, with our lips sealed and our hands laying over the chest, connecting to the rhythm of the heartbeat. Let's take our inhalation to the sound of M now. Lips are closed and the bottom jaw is relaxed. Inhaling. Begin to take the hands together into Anjali Mudra prayer position, rubbing the hands vigorously together, creating heat through friction. And then once your hands get toasty and warm, cupping the hands over the eyes, inhaling the warmth of the touch. And as you exhale, releasing the hands away from the face, a gentle transition from darkness to light. So today we're going to start lying down on our backs. So please make your way down onto the spine with your knees bent and your feet planted. We're going to take the arms into either cactus or T-pose. The feet are going to be as wide as your mat. You're going to start to swish the knees from side to side, releasing the lower spine, releasing the hips. You can go as fast or as slow as you want. You may even choose to stay on one side, descending the inner knee closer towards the earth, bringing a little bit of further sensations throughout the lumbar spine and that hip. For 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. So from here, we're going to give a little bit of attention to the shoulders. Let's take the fingertips up to the sky. Allow the shoulders and the head to rest heavily to the earth. You're going to walk your feet back to bridge position, so the feet are hip width distance apart. Your fingertips are pointing up to the sky. From here, when you inhale, you're going to reach all the way up towards the ceiling, letting the shoulders peel off the ground. And as you exhale, release the shoulder blades back to the earth. Inhale to lift and reach. And then exhale to descend the shoulders. Opening up the back of the heart towards the earth through the space of the shoulders on every single inhalation. Stay with the rhythm of your breath. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands back down alongside the body. And from here, you're going to open up your fingers wide. You're going to start to press through the length of the fingers, the heels of the palms, the length of the arms, and the shoulders. Notice that when you press the shoulders down, that the chest naturally begins to lift. I'm going to open up the toes wide, feeling the earth beneath the feet. Inhale to lift. Lifting your hip bones up nice and high, squeezing through the glutes, drawing the inner thighs together, and then begin to lift the heart even closer towards the chin. Press with integrity through both arms and the shoulders. Feel the strength here for 3, 2, and 1. On the next inhalation, you're going to sweep the arms all the way back out behind you. And you're going to press in through the arms once again and feel a different sensation across the chest and the body. Start by pressing through the feet, pushing the knees towards the front. Draw the inner thighs together, re-engaging the glutes, lifting the hips and the heart up high for 3. Press the back of the hands into the earth and the back of the arms. 2 and 1. Exhale, roll the spine all the way back down to the earth and the arms. Hug the knees into the chest. And begin to rock from side to side, from the left to the right, from the right to the left. For 3, 2, and 1. Beginning to take the feet back down to the earth. And from here, we're going to start to come in and out of bridge while shifting our arms from alongside the body to the back. Inhale, bridge, sweep the arms back. Press the back of the hands strongly in through the earth. Press the back of the arms into the earth and the shoulders. Press through the feet. Draw the inner thighs together. Squeeze and lift for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, roll the spine down, and the hands come back down alongside the body. Let's go for 3. Inhale, bridge, reach the arms back. Press, press, press. Exhale, roll the spine back down, arms come alongside the body. 2 more. Inhale, bridge, reach back. Press, press, press all 4 limbs into the earth, lifting the hip bones up high. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, roll the spine down and take the arms back alongside the body. 1 last turn. Inhale, bridge. Reach back. Press through all 4 limbs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, roll the spine all the way back down. This time we're going to hug the knees into the chest and roll from side to side. Perfect. All right, let's cross the shins. We're going to roll up to a seated position. Perfect. Okay, so from here, we're going to inhale fingertips all the way up to the sky. On your exhalation, take the palms away from each other, sweep back wide behind the back of the body, interlace the fingers. On the inhalation, take the hands back, lift the heart up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, descend the chin over the chest and lift the hands up even higher off the earth. Guide your breath through the back side of the neck, allowing the neck to lengthen as you allow the full weight of the head to gravitate towards the earth. Last breath. As you inhale, begin to take the crown of the head back to the sky. On your exhalation, bending your elbows, you're going to take your hands that are clasped over towards the right side. Guide your right elbow back, and then begin to descend the right ear over the right shoulder. And from here, you can guide your breath through the left shoulder and the left side of the neck, allowing the side of the neck to lengthen and open up. Allowing the left shoulder and elbow to drape towards the earth. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back to center. There's my cat Titans coming in for a little bit of yoga or tea, guiding your hands towards the left side of your hip. Shift your left elbow back and then begin to descend the ear towards the shoulder to open up the right side of the neck. Allowing your head to drape here towards the shoulder. Guiding your breath through the right side of the neck. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale back to center. Perfect. Exhale, release. Take your hands towards your knees and then begin to descend the chin over the chest. We're going to do about 3 rotations over to each side. So we're going to inhale, begin to take the right ear over towards the shoulder. And as you exhale, make the journey with the chin over the chest, across the chest, over towards the left side, left ear to the left shoulder. Synchronize your breath here, making your exhalations, your journey across the chest. And inhale, ear towards the shoulder. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Taking the crown of the head back up towards the ceiling. Let's come over to tabletop position. So we're going to start going in through some cat-cows here. So we're going to inhale into cat, exhale to cow. You're going to tuck your toes under, wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. You're going to inhale, tuck the tailbone under, pull the navel up towards the spine, lift the spine up to the sky. On your exhalation, you're going to descend the belly and the spine towards the earth, opening up the chest and taking your gaze forward. Let's do that for 3 more breaths. Inhale, cat. And then exhale to cow. Two more. Inhale, cat. And exhale, cow. Last one. Perfect. Let's inhale, spine comes back to neutral position. And we're going to practice some shoulder dips. So that's exactly what we were doing in the beginning of class while we were on our spines and our fingertips pointing up towards the sky. We're doing the same action here, isolating the movement in just the shoulders. So keeping a nice long straight spine, making sure that the spine maintains straight from the base of the shoulders down to the tailbone. You're going to inhale, lift the back of the heart in between the space of the shoulder blades up to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, you're going to release the front of the heart down towards the earth, allowing the space between the shoulders to dip. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Inhale, press. Exhale to release. For 5. Use your breath to guide your movement. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Let's inhale, spine back to neutral. Exhale, take the heels all the way back into space and coming into your downward facing dog. Let's take your pinkies towards the edges of the mat. Open up your fingers nice and wide, pressing through all 4 limbs equally. Taking your drishti, which is your gaze, towards the inner thighs. Pressing the mat away from you with both of the hands. Lifting the sit bones up to the ceiling and descending the heels of the feet closer towards the earth. Allow the full weight of the head to be released. For 3, 2, and 1. Let's bend the knees, pull the navel in towards the spine. Exhale to hop or step towards the front of the mat. Inhale to your flat back. And then exhale to forward fold. Inhale, rise, paint the sun on the way up, Hastasana. Exhale, hands through heart to center, Samastitihi. Perfect. All right, so we're going to be going in through 4 rounds of sun salutations to begin today's lesson. And then we're going to move in through 3 rounds of sun salutations B. Okay? Coming up towards the front of your mat, we're going to start to ground through the entire legs first and the feet. So begin to take your feet, either your toes are going to be together and your heels are going to be slightly apart. So this is good for narrower hips. If your hips are a little bit wider, like myself, you may choose to take your feet hip width distance apart, where your ankles are right underneath your hips. So from here, we're going to take all 4 toes off the ground, and we're going to press through the big toe mound, press through the baby toe mound, now press back through the heel. Your legs are going to be engaged. So feel the engagement of the legs. Keep the engagement of the legs as you begin to lower the feet back down, lower the toes back down towards the earth. Start to slide the shoulders back, align the shoulders with the heart, flip the palms forward, reach to the crown of the head, pull the navel towards the spine, Samastitihi. Inhale, Hastasana, trace the sun. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Pivot from the hips, lead with the heart. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. Press through the soft spot right at the center of the head. Take the shoulders away from the ears. And as you reach to the crown of the head, lengthening the neck. Exhale, plant the hands, step back plank or hop back plank. I'm going to press back through the heels, navel to spine. And then if you want to, you can shift your body forward through the toes, rolling forward. And then you can start to lower yourself down to the ground. Untuck the toes. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lengthen your breath for 3 long breaths here. Last breath. Excellent. Bend your knees, navel to spine as you inhale. Take a look at the front of the mat. Exhale, hop or step towards the front. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, rise, Hastasana, paint the sun on the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. Inhale, Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hop or step back, plank. Hug the arms in through the trunk, pull the navel in towards the spine, and slowly begin to lower yourself down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Last breath. Inhale to bend the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Exhale to hop or step towards the front of your mat. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, Hastasana, paint the sun on the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. Hastasana, inhale, paint the sun. Exhale, forward fold, pivot from the hips, lead with the heart. Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, a step back plank. Hug the arms in, pull the navel in towards the spine. Hold the breath at the base of the exhalation, lowering down on empty lungs. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last breath. Inhale to bend the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Exhale to hop or step towards the front of the mat. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, rise, paint the sun. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. All right, last round here. Inhale, Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. Lowering down on empty lungs. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Last breath. Inhale to bend the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Exhale to hop or step towards the front. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, rise, Hastasana. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. Inhale, fingertips up to the sky. Take the sit bones way back into space. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hop or step back. Plank. Lower down on empty lungs. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. At the base of your exhalation, inhale, right foot steps forward. You're going to pivot the back foot so that the back foot's about at a 45-degree angle, landing on the heel. Heel to heel alignment, square the hips, navel to spine, fingertips up toward the sky. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Take your gaze towards the base of the palms. At the base of your inhalation, exhale, hands come back down to the earth. Pivot the back foot, step the right foot back, plank, and then begin to lower yourself back down to the ground. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. At the base of the exhalation, inhale, left foot steps forward. Pivot the back, landing on the heel. Heel to heel alignment, square the hips, fingertips to the sky, palms touch. Drishti to the base of the palms. Exhale, hands come back down to the mat. Step back, plank, and lower down on empty lungs. Hug everything in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 4 long breaths here. Release the weight of the head. Release the weight of the thoughts. Last breath. Bending the knees, navel to spine. Inhale to pull the navel in. Exhale to hop or step towards the front of the mat. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Descend the sit bones way back into space. Bend the knees. Inhale to trace your fingertips across the earth up to the sky. Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, hop or step back, plank. Pull the navel in. Hug the arms and the navel in as you lower down on empty lungs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, Virabhadrasana 1. Palms touch, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, hands come back down to the earth, step back plank, lower down on empty lungs. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward, pivot the back. Fingertips to the sky, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, hands come back down to the earth, step back, plank, and lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 4 long breaths. Child's pose, or if you'd like to, take a break for hydration. Two more breaths. Last breath. Perfect. All right, moving through the very last sun salutation B. Inhale to bend the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Exhale to hop or step towards the front of your mat. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana chair pose. Descend your sit bones back into space. Fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. All right, last round of sun salutations B. Inhale, Utkatasana chair pose. Take your sit bones back into space. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hop or step back. Plank. Lower down on empty lungs. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, pivot the back. Fingertips to the sky, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, hands come back down to the earth, step back, plank, and lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward, pivot the back. Fingertips to the sky, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, hands come back down to the earth. Step back, plank, and lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Two more breaths. At the base of the final exhalation, inhale to bend the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Exhale to hop or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana chair pose. Take your sit bones towards the back. Fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastiti. Perfect. Inhale, trace the sun. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step the left foot back into your high lunge. Perfect. From here, we're going to come up onto our fingertips. Pull the navel into the spine. Draw the inner thighs in together. And then we're going to begin to slide the arms back. And then we're going to flip the palms down to the ground so that the pinkies are facing inward. We're going to inhale, lift the heart off the right thigh as you reach the arms back and take the pinkies in. Reach to the crown of your head for 3, 2, press back through the left heel, nice strong bend to the right knee. 1, inhale, trace the fingertips across the earth up towards the ceiling. Exhale, cactus. Take the elbows nice and wide, palms facing forward. Inhale, sweep the arms back and up. Exhale, elbows wide, cactus pose. Continue with the breath for 3. Inhale forward. Exhale wide. 2, inhale forward. Exhale wide. Last breath. Inhale forward. Exhale wide. Beautiful. From here, we're going to inhale, arms up. As you exhale, you're going to pivot the back foot in line with the short edge of the mat and come into your warrior 2. For a brief moment, only 2. Inhale, straighten out that right leg. As you exhale, you're going to trace the right fingertips past the right toes. Pivot from the hips. You're going to take the right hand on the inside of the right leg. Careful not to hyperextend your knees here. Keep a nice soft micro bend, protecting the back of the knees. You're going to reach up to the sky through the left fingertips. And if you can, if it's available for your neck today, take your drishti, your gaze, towards the left thumb. Press the feet away from each other and keep the navel pulled into the spine for 3, 2, and 1. Pulling from the center, from the navel. Inhale, pivot up, back to center. Exhale, bend the right knee. Windmill the arms down. Step back plank. And either moving through Vinyasa, child's pose, or hanging out in downward facing dog. Three more breaths in downward facing dog. Last breath. Inhale to bend the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Exhale to hop or step towards the front of the mat. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Take the sit bones way back into space. Taking your seat in Utkatasana chair pose. Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, hands to your heart center, Samastitihi. Inhale, trace the sun, Hastasana. Exhale through heart center, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. Exhale, step the right foot all the way back into your high lunge. Draw the inner thighs together, pull the navel in. And from here, you're going to start to shift the hands all the way back out behind you. You're going to flip the palms towards the earth, taking the pinkies in towards each other. As you inhale, begin to lift your heart and your navel off your thigh. Reach to the crown of your head. Keep a strong bend at your left knee while pressing back strongly through the right heel. Can you start to take your pinkies in towards each other as you reach to the crown of the head? For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale to sweep the fingertips across the earth up towards the ceiling. Exhale, cactus pose. Elbows are nice and wide here. Opening up your chest. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep back and forward. Exhale, arms wide, cactus. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last breath. Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, fingertips all the way back up towards the ceiling. Exhale, pivot the back foot, aligning the edge of the right foot towards the short edge of the mat. And coming into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. You're going to inhale, lengthen the left leg. Exhale, slide the fingertips past the left toes. Pivot from the hips, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Guiding the outer left hand into the inner left leg. Reaching up towards the sky through the right fingertips. Stacking the shoulders. Pressing the feet away from each other, keeping the navel pulled in. For 3, 2, and 1. Pulling from the navel inward. Inhale to rise. Exhale, bend the left knee. Windmill the arms down. Step back, plank, and lower down on empty lungs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Moving through Vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. Staying here for 4 long breaths. Deepen your breath, deepen your inhalation, deepen your exhalation. Perfect. All right, so on that last exhalation, we're going to shift the body forward as we inhale into plank. Then we're going to do a couple shoulder dips here. You always have the option of taking your knees down to the earth. Pull the navel towards the spine. As you shift forward into plank, you're going to fluff up the space between the shoulder blades up towards the sky. Press the heels of the feet back. Shift your shoulders over your wrists. And then exhale to release the front of the heart between the shoulder blades down. Perfect. So just like we did before in tabletop position, inhale, lift the back of the heart between the shoulder blades. And then exhale to release the front of the heart towards the earth. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, press. Exhale, down. 2 more. Inhale, press. Exhale, down. Isolate the movement from just the shoulders. Last one. Inhale, press. Exhale, down. Inhale, press. Take the knees down to the earth, untuck the toes, and then slowly begin to lower the front of the body back down to the earth. Perfect. All right, so we're going to take the hands back, interlace the fingers. You're going to take the feet together, press the tops of the feet into the mat, enough so that the knees begin to lift. As you inhale, press the hands back, lifting the heart off the earth, reaching through the crown of the head, keeping your heart and your chest nice and open. Continuously reach to the back through the hands for 5, 4, 3, lift a little bit higher, 2, and 1. Exhale. Roll the front of the body back down. Hands underneath the shoulders. Slide the sit bones back into child's pose for 1 breath. Take the arms alongside the legs and take the biggest, longest breath that you can take. A slow, drawn inhalation to fill the lungs. Feel the expansiveness of the chest through the thighs. And a big, deep sigh of relief on your exhalation. Sliding the hands forward. You're going to keep the sit bones at the heels here. We're going to trace the fingertips up towards the sky. Inhale, touch the sky. Flip the palms, exhale, sweep back wide. Flip the palms up to the sky, inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to table. Exhale, tuck the toes under, send the heels back, downward facing dog. Perfect. Okay, so from here, we're going to flow in through 1 more vinyasa before coming back up to standing. Let's inhale forward to plank. Slowly lower down from plank all the way down to the ground. Untuck the toes. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to bend the knees, navel to spine. Exhale, hop or step towards the front of the mat. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, trace the sun. Exhale, step the left foot back wide, pivot the right foot as you step back. Beautiful, hands towards the hips. So both feet should be parallel towards the short edges of the mat. If you're wondering how far your ankle should be, you should just spread your arms wide into T position. As long as they're stacked underneath the wrists, you are good to go. Hands towards the hips. Inhale to lift and lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, pivot from the hips, lead with the heart into your forward fold. Here we're going to descend the hands right in between the feet. Inhale, flat back, lift and lengthen. Reach through the soft spot right at the center of the head. Exhale, forward fold. Can you start to press your both feet and start to push your feet away from each other? If your elbows are bent here, Can you begin to guide the inner arms towards each other as if you're holding a block right in between your elbows, and start to push the mat away from the center. Last breath. Slide the hands towards the hips, bend the knees slightly, pull the navel in, inhale to rise. Slide the hands back, interlace the fingers, inhale to lift the heart. Soften the elbows, exhale, pivot from the hips, lead with the heart forward fold. Slide the hands up towards the ceiling and open up the chest. Allow the hands to become heavy like weighted hammers. Draping towards the earth, opening up the chest. Last breath. Bending the elbows here, bending the knees. Inhale to lift all the way back up. Exhale to heel toe the feet back in together. Being nice to the hips. Perfect. Release the hands. Step back towards the front of the mat. Inhale, paint the sun on the way up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hop or step back, plank. Lower down on empty lungs, hugging your arms and your navel in. Untuck the toes. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, let's take one last breath. Nice big deep inhalation. And allow a nice sigh to come out of an open mouth through your exhalation. As you inhale, bend your knees, navel to spine, gaze towards the front of your mat. This time, when you step forward, you're going to cross your legs so that you can come into a seated position. If it's within your practice to float through your downward facing dog, please feel free to float your legs through elegantly. All right. And for those of us who can't float through, let's step the right foot towards the left hand, left foot towards the right, crossing the shins, and taking the sit bones back and crossing the legs. Beautiful. All right. So to take the spine back, we're going to swim backwards. We're going to alternate arms. So let's keep the feet firmly planted on the ground. And we're going to take the arms parallel towards the earth. Inhale to lengthen the spine. When you exhale, on each side, I want you to think about knitting the sides of your bodies, the sides of your obliques, to allow yourself to take that side of the body down as far as you can. Cinch the sides, stitch it in. As you inhale, sweep back up to center. So we're swimming back. All right, inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep. Twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, sweep. Twist. Inhale, lift. Perfect. Continue to move from the left to the right, from the right to the left, with the rhythm of your breath. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly begin to roll the spine back down to the earth. We're going to take our arms into T or cactus pose. Then we're going to take the right ankle over the left thigh. We're going to inhale, navel to spine. Exhale to descend the base of the right foot over to the left of you. You're going to internally rotate your right leg so that the knee drapes towards the earth. And then from here, you can either choose to stay, or you can take the left hand to the outer edge of the right knee, and then take the left foot into the right hand. Begin to take your gaze past the right shoulder, closing your eyes and sending a breath through the entire length of the spine. Let's take one more breath. Slowly releasing the arms back to T or cactus. Inhale, the legs back to center. And then as you exhale, you're going to thread the needle. So you're going to keep the position of the number 4. You're going to guide your right arm through the space between the thighs. And then you're going to interlace the fingers on either your left shin or behind left thigh. On each exhalation, take the legs closer towards the chest and guide your breath through the outer left hip and the outer left glute, rather than the right side. So right hip, right glute. Big breaths, big exhalations through those areas, allowing them to release and lengthen. Beautiful. Slowly start to begin to release the base of the left foot down to the ground. My lefts and rights are a little bit all over the place. Getting relaxed. You're going to unwind your legs. You're going to take your left ankle over your right thigh. And then inhale, navel to spine. Exhale to descend the base of the left foot over towards the right of you. You're going to internally rotate the left leg inward to drape the left knee towards the earth. Take your right hand over the outer edge of the left knee, taking the right foot in through the left hand. If you want to, you can stay with your arms open, and you can start to take your gaze past the left shoulder. Closing your eyes and beginning to guide your breath down the entire length of the spine. Last breath. Perfect. Let's inhale back to center. Exhale to thread the needle, taking the left hand between the space of the thighs. You can either take a hold of your right shin or your right thigh. And as you exhale, bring your knees in through the chest, sending your exhalations through the left thigh, hip, and glute. for 3, 2, and 1. Begin to unwind the legs, taking the knees in through the chest. Exhale, forehead to knees. And as you inhale, begin to open up the body back to the earth in Shavasana, corpse pose. Wiggle out your hips, wiggle out your arms, turn your head from side to side, and begin to close your eyes, taking one hand over the heart and one hand over the belly. Notice the warmth of the touch and the weight of the hands. Notice the entire weight of the body resting to the earth. Notice your breath. And the heart's beat at the base of the left palm. Beginning to wiggle your toes and take a big deep breath in. Finishing today's class exactly the way we began it, with a low, deep hum as you exhale, with the lips sealed and the bottom jaw fully relaxed, keeping your left hand over your heart and your right hand over your belly. Let's close today's practice with 3 sounds of M on your exhalation. 3 breaths. Inhaling now. Slowly taking your hands together in prayer position, rubbing them vigorously together, creating heat through friction. Once your hands get toasty and warm, cupping the hands over the eyes, inhaling the warmth of the touch. And as you exhale, releasing the hands away from the face, a gentle transition from darkness to light. Good morning, everyone. It looks like it's a little snowing outside. Please stay warm. It was an absolute pleasure in guiding you in this morning's practice every single morning at 7 a.m. live from my heart to yours. Of course, if you have any requests in terms of areas of the bodies that you'd like us to focus on, please feel free to drop a comment, drop a message. I would be happy to make you happy and answer to your requests. May every single cell of your entire being be filled with love, light, abundance, bliss, freedom, and optimal health. May all beings, seen and unseen, be happy and free. Let our thoughts, words, and actions guide those around us into happiness and freedom. May all beings be happy, be happy, be happy. Namaste. All of the love to you. Have a great day, guys.